I'm Rashonda, and I'm the creator of this YouTube channel as well as the artbyro.com website where you can find over 200 art and drawing tutorials. Don't forget to check that out, but first, watch this video on how to draw a cute little cartoon clown. And also, if you're interested, stick around in a couple weeks. I'll be doing one on a creepy, scary clown. That one's going to be a lot of fun too. So let's go ahead and go on over to the art studio and get started drawing this cute cartoon clown. Today I'm going to be drawing a clown. This is going to be, it's kind of a cute little cartoon type clown. We're going to start with some basic shapes. So let's do a nice circle for the head. We'll start there. And then he's going to have a hat on. So let's draw in where the hat will be. This will be the face. We can divide it. You can divide the face up or not. It doesn't really matter. And then his body is going to be down here. And now we can start adding in some of the details. So for the face, let's start with a nice big round nose in the middle. And then we'll do the eyes. We're just going to do circles for the eyes, keeping it simple. And then for the mouth, but actually it'll be easier for the mouth. Let's go ahead and draw the inside part of it first. That'll be a little bit easier. Make him have a nice little smile. And then we can do the makeup area on the outside of his mouth there. And if you need to, you can rotate your paper to make it easier. I'm doing mine on an artist trading card. I do a lot of my drawings on artist trading cards, not all of them, but quite a few. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's draw in the hair. So he's going to have some nice fluffy hair coming out. You can do this however you want. You can make it a little bit bigger, you can make it a little bit smaller, whatever you feel looks good for your drawing. Make some little overlapping. It looks almost a little bit like how you would draw clouds. That's what it reminds me of. And you can clean up your drawing as you go or wait until the end. That's up to you. So we're going to do the same thing over here. Just do these kind of cloud looking puffs of hair. And you can do them smaller, you can do it bigger. I'm going to clean this up a little bit as I go to make it easier for you to see what I have going on here. And then for the hat, we'll just add a little bit more detail to that. So we'll do the bottom part. We want this to curve a little bit, kind of follow the shape of the head. Same thing with that. And all of these pencil lines will get cleaned up in a little bit here. I'll make kind of that little ball at the top. So of course these lines aren't going to be there. And then the side of his hat will come down like that. Maybe we could put some designs on it. That's up to you. So now let's go ahead and finish him up by doing the body. I'm going to put a big bow tie on him. And since he's a clown and he's entertaining people, we'll make this a nice big oversized bow. And of course, there's a lot of different ways you can draw the bow as well. Make that come down like that. This one's gonna come around over here. If it goes off the edge of your paper, don't worry. It's not going to hurt anything. And then for the body, just do a couple curved lines down there. We'll make a few buttons coming along. Make the sides of his face. Finish up the eyes. And you can put eyebrows on them. You can leave the eyebrows off. That's up to you. I think I'm going to leave the eyebrows off since the hat's kind of there, and I think it'll make that a little bit too busy in that area, so I'm going to leave that. And then I think I'll just make a couple indications of his arms coming out, like his arms are reaching out. So that's it for the sketch part of it. So now we can outline it. I'm going to use a black Sharpie. This is a medium point. I'm going to do my outline with this. You can use markers. You could use a different color if you want. It's up to you. For the outline, I'm literally just going to trace over my pencil lines that I want to keep. And you could do this with a brush pen. Brush pens work really well. You could do a marker if you wanted a thicker outline. You could also do a thicker outline with the pen. You would just have to go over it a little bit. To make that line wider, just keep going over top of it, next to it a little bit. So just going over all of the pencil lines. You can add some extra little details, some shading if you want. If you wanted to do shading, like some hatching or cross hatching, you could do that with a smaller tip pen so that you had some thicker lines on your outlines and then a little bit thinner for your shading. That would be a nice little touch to it. I think I will speed this up, get this outlining all done, and I'll be back when I have that finished. Okay, so something messed up with the video. Sorry about that. So what I got was kind of the tail end of what I was doing, but it's pretty straightforward. Just tracing right over top of the pencil lines with the pen. So now I'm going to start adding in the color. So I'm going to do a couple blues. So these are alcohol-based markers. And what I typically do is I'll use 2 or 3 of each color, and I'll work back and forth to add my color in. I'll do the lightest color, And then I'll do some darker areas with the darker color, and then go back to the lighter color to blend that together. And what I'll do is just work one area at a time so that I can blend the colors and make sure the ink is staying wet and that the alcohol isn't evaporating on me. And then going back with the lighter color again and softening the edges up. So you can use any type of alcohol-based markers that you want. You can use different brands together. They don't all have to be the same brand. You can mix and match. I have a lot of different ones that I've bought to try out over the years. So I like to fill in the entire area, even though some of it's going to get covered up with the darker color. I think it gives me a little bit more control over how I'm using my colors, so I can change my mind a little bit as I go. I can add extra areas of darker color if I want, or I can leave it on the lighter side. But I can see how everything works together this way. And then I can make those decisions as I'm working on it. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then I will go ahead and speed this up so you're not bored watching me color all this in, and I'll be back to finish it up at the end. got all the color done. The last thing I usually do with my drawings is I use these white Jelly Roll pens, and I can add some highlights to my drawing to break up the color a little bit. This is optional. You can add the white highlights or just leave them off if you want. But this is just kind of the finishing touches that I usually will add. One thing about the white Jelly Roll, you do need to wait for your markers to dry a little bit. If they're still really wet, the white will just soak into the paper and you won't be able to see it. But if that happens, no biggie. Just let it dry a little bit and then go right back over top of it again. It's not going to hurt anything. You can go back over top of it and you'll be able to see it then. I put some highlights in the eyes, some on the nose. And you can do really as little or as much of those highlights as you want to add on there. I think I'll add a little shading up here. And that's about it for this one. There's our friendly clown. And I do hope that you enjoyed this video. And I will see you in the next time. Happy creating! Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you feel inspired to create some of your own artwork. And don't forget to check out that description box. There's some information in there about those artist trading cards, as well as some other things you might enjoy. And if you did enjoy this video, please give us a like. It helps us out. And also subscribe if you want to get notified of future videos. And I will see you soon. Bye!